we're charmed and dangerous.
You know, because we're charming.
And we're dangerous.
Ooh, especially out here during Libra season. Even though this is the Virgo video.
I was like, damn.
Sorry, I had to say it. I had to.
I was gonna pretend that it's not Libra season just for you guys. And the Sag fucking terrorized my plan.
You're like, it's a terrorist.
Happy Libra season! It's a Virgo video. It's a Virgo video.
I'm feeling too pretty to not say, you know?
I feel you.
And I feel like during Virgo season, I was real tense.
Wow! And during Libra season, you just feel good, so you had to shout it out.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So shout out to you, Libras. Love you though.
Listen.
To Virgo. And we're gonna like,
we love everybody.
love on you right now in this video.
Truth.
I'm sorry that I made the first 5 minutes about Libras.
It's okay, they'll get over it. So if you could just look at the title of this video, you already know what we're gonna get into. We're doing our Virgo moment video, which means we'll be discussing Virgo celebs, Virgo TV characters, Virgo moments, things that make us remember Virgo energy. But before we get into it, we would love it if you lovely people would subscribe down below. Your girls over here, your besties. Hi. We cover anything that we feel like talking about, such as astrology, dating, healing, spirituality, all that good shit. So if you're about it, subscribe. Now on to the video. Okay, so your first Virgo moment.
Yes.
Let us know.
Okay, the first Virgo that I would like to honor is Kobe Bryant. He was my favorite basketball player of all times, and to me, he was a true Virgo in the sense that he was a master of his craft. Virgos are very determined beings, you know what I mean? And if they want to achieve a goal, they will teach themselves how to do it and work harder than anybody else to meet that goal. You know what I mean? They are obsessive and meticulous, and honestly, that was Kobe. You know what I mean? Like, to the T. And at his prime, he was putting in way more work than anybody else out there on the court, you know what I mean? And I feel like Virgos, when y'all are building something, A, that you love, you throw yourselves into it, and B, then are the best at whatever it is that you are doing, that you're applying yourself to, you know what I mean? And I just want to say, RIP to Kobe. He was the fucking GOAT, and may his Virgo Mamba legacy live on forever, because to me it inspires people to do and be the best at whatever it is they love, and to be a master of their minds. And that's really what Kobe was to me. And you hear about it when anybody talks about him being a mentor to them in other types of sports. He really was a master of his mind, and that's just Virgo energy to the T.
Yeah, I feel like the Virgo determination is unmatched, honestly, because if they're not an expert about something, they're the only ones that are willing to do that extra work and put in that extra time and effort to be the best at whatever it is they want to do. You know, a lot of people, they want to quit early on because they don't see the results that they want, and Virgo keeps at it. And that determination is what gets them to these great places. That determination is the reason we're going to talk about these 6 moments.
Yep.
Okay, so my first person is Blake Lively. Yes, Miss Serena Vandervootsen. Okay, if you watch Gossip Girl, listen, on Gossip Girl, God, she's so annoying. Her as a person, I really do respect. Yeah, I feel like she has had a long-standing career in the public eye, and honestly has stayed a unproblematic queen throughout her career, which I just want to point out, it's hard to do that when you're young and you get into the industry. Usually when you're young and you get into the industry and you're still there after many, many years, there's always some sort of scandal about you where you just ended up fucking it all up, or you had one crazy moment. We didn't see that about Blake Lively. You know what I mean? She's always also giving back and like honestly donating millions to various organizations. If you guys just go on Google right now and just type in her name and type in donate, the keyword, like constant articles about millions of dollars that her and Ryan Reynolds are donating to just various organizations. And I love that because Virgos love to give back. You know what I mean? They love to make a difference. And yeah, I love that about her. I also know that she is using her voice to educate people about human trafficking, which I feel like we don't hear enough celebrities talk about. And I don't know what it is.
More.
And like Jeffrey Epstein and all that shit. Like it goes to show like how many people are involved when it comes to that shit. So it makes me think like, are celebrities like hush hush about it because they know people that are involved with it? So when I do see a celebrity like talking about it fully and using their platform to educate people, I feel like that makes me respect them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure. For sure.
Not a lot of them do it.
No, not at all. And you know, I really like Lively because to me, especially in the younger years, like she was like an it girl to me. You know what I mean? And
she was
definitely
literally what her character was on Gossip Girl, except she's probably nice. I mean, she's nice there too, we know.
But I feel like they tried to
not hoeing it up like Serena.
But I feel like they tried to very much make her like a sex symbol, and the fact that she does all of this like humanitarian work, like that is really cool to me. You know what I mean? And then it goes back to what the core of Virgo is. You know what I mean? They're giving people.
They really are. Honestly, just side note, I love her and Ryan Reynolds together. Like they're so cute. Like he's a Scorpio, she's a Virgo, and I love that. I feel like they just are such a cute couple to me. And another thing that makes me think about her Virgo placement is that she seems to always have that cleanest reputation, and Virgos always have the cleanest reputations, and it's on purpose. You know what I mean? You only hear about all the good that she is doing rather than any scandalous shit. And I feel like that's Virgo's like biggest fear, is to be involved in some sort of scandal.
Some messy
like
shit.
It scares them. They're like, I'm not about that messy shit. Like, yeah, Virgo, we know, you just know how to hide it. And
yes, no, it's so true. Oh my gosh, I can think of a couple of Virgos who really keep their shits
clean,
under wraps and clean. Okay, my next person I would like to highlight is Dave Chappelle. To me, Dave Chappelle is probably my favorite comedian like ever. And to me, he is also a perfect example of what a Virgo comedian would look like, because he's observant, he is intelligent as hell, and ruthlessly calls out the flaws of like others and society. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff he says is very like offensive and puts you off, but isn't that Virgo? Like all the harsh criticisms that they give and the realness that they give, like to me, that is quintessential Virgo. And it hurts, it really hurts to hear it, but there's obviously some type of truth in it, you know what I mean? Otherwise it wouldn't hurt so much.
Yeah, exactly.
And to me, that's my favorite kind of comedy, you know what I mean? I love when they're exposing some type of truth, or there's like some darkness or some intelligence to really get the joke, and to me, that's Dave Chappelle. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to this Virgo man who has made me laugh for well over a decade, you know?
Yeah.
Because he has made me like belly laugh and also want to like flip you off at the same time, and I feel like I love that energy, because again, that reminds me of Virgo.
Honestly, and it's so funny because the last person we're talking about, you know how they like to keep their image clean. I feel like Dave Chappelle has like graduated from that Virgo energy to the energy of, and I don't give a fuck. Yo, I got something to say, and you're gonna hear it, and everyone's gonna talk about it, and I really don't care. You know what I mean? Which sometimes I wish Virgos would do that more.
Yeah.
Because around the people they're comfortable with, they're talking about all these, let's say, controversial opinions that they have.
Yes.
But they're kind of keeping it clean when it comes to other people. And I feel like, well, listen, if you're speaking the truth, just scream it.
Own it.
Yeah. Own that shit.
Own it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about a queen.
Who is this? Beyonce.
Like, I feel like it would just be like disgusting of me.
It would be so
not
good if she
include
wasn't
her.
mentioned.
Even though we already just read her like chart,
chart.
like we always talk about her. You know, it's Beyonce. You know what I mean? But listen, okay. Obviously she's a queen, but she is like the moment. Like, yeah, this is a Virgo moment. She is the moment, you know? And the thing is, if perfect was a person, it would be Beyonce. And Virgos are known to be perfect. Yeah. Everyone uses the word perfect to be like, oh, Virgos just love to be perfect. They have to be perfect. Oh, that has to be perfect because the Virgo's gonna see it. And that's Beyonce to me. Like, she is the master of her craft, and she has literally done everything to be who she is. You know what I mean? Like, she's not just Beyonce because she just ended up being Beyonce. Like, she put in that work. You know?
She puts in more work than any performer out here of our time. I honestly believe that. I think Beyonce is the greatest performer of our generation.
I'm sorry. I already knew how hard Beyonce worked, and then when I watched that documentary she had, Homecoming on Netflix, and it was her right after she gave birth. You know what I mean? And she was trying to snap back, but also create this amazing performance for Coachella. Like, if you haven't watched that, watch that and tell me she is not the most determined woman in the world.
Tell me you don't have respect for Beyonce. Even if you don't love her voice, you know what I mean? Like, you have to have respect
for her work ethic.
And
period. Okay.
So, my final person that I'm highlighting is Miss Keke Palmer. Okay, I love Keke. And to me, I love her because I feel like she unapologetically is herself, you know? And she embraces her quirks. And to me, that's what makes her stand out.
Yes.
She has many, many talents, you know what I mean? Obviously, she can act, obviously she can sing. But to me, I love seeing her like advocate for things. The way she talks about human rights, the way she talks about her own struggles, you know what I mean? Like, I love following her on Instagram and like social media in general.
On Twitter too.
She's a freaking hysterical, and like her Instagram posts, like sometimes she really does post a paragraph, but I feel like she's being honest about her feelings, and I never feel like she's not being her true self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's very open and honest with her fans, and I love that about her. And I also love, again, that she makes these longer posts because it reminds me of Virgo energy in the sense that I feel like they'd be really great writers. Like, y'all are very detail oriented, you're very observant, so when you take the time to put your thoughts together, like, it's very poignant, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna stand out and make a difference in some people's lives. So like, try and collect your thoughts in that way, because I think it's really powerful.
It is. I feel like a lot of Virgos would benefit from expressing themselves more in that way, but I feel like because they're shy or because they don't like to be judged, they hold themselves back. And I want you guys to get comfortable stepping outside of your shell. That was one of my points in our How to Evolve as a Virgo video, is be comfortable being weird. Show us your weird side. Show us your quirky side. Like, we want that from you.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that from you.
And that's why I picked Keke, because I feel like I see that in her. You know what I mean? Like, she is still very orderly and always has like a certain presence to her, but she also embraces that quirky side that we love about Virgos.
For sure.
As you, who has a Virgo best friend, and me, who is, you know, in a relationship with a Virgo, like, we love that quirky side of you guys.
We really do. And honestly, I mean, just even that whole interview when she said, "Who is this man?" I don't know this man.
I don't know this man.
I wouldn't be able to tell if you walked down the street.
And really, like, who is that man she was talking about?
And nobody will know, because that is Virgo secrets. Okay, my next person is a fictional character. Does anybody here watch The Office? Me, you. Okay, so I picked Oscar. Oscar from The Office. Listen, he is a Virgo, and let me tell you why. Even on the show, his nickname is Actually. If you didn't know, it's because he is always butting in to correct someone and say, "Well, actually," and correct them. Like, if that's not already Virgo energy to you, I really don't know what is.
Stop.
That's
all you had to say.
Literally. Like, we all know Virgos are the biggest know-it-alls, and chances are they're better than you. And if you didn't know, they will make it a point to let you know, hey, me, I'm better than you, because I know more than you, because I prove you wrong, because I would win this debate if my life depended on it. Even if it didn't, I will win.
Actually, I'm better.
Yeah, literally. And like, they just love correcting you, and as they should though, because I feel like Virgo spends a lot of time analyzing damn near everything. They want to put that to good use and show the fuck off.
Yes.
They want to show off. Like, why do you think Virgo's telling you all this shit? Because literally they're the biggest introverts. They spend all this time figuring shit out. So when they do hang out with people, they're like,
Like, I gotta tell you, I've been holding it in for so long.
Exactly. So Oscar is a Virgo.
Yes.
That is my case.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I feel like point made. Like, that was great.
Check.
Alright, y'all, thank you so much for watching our Virgo moment video. Make sure you comment down below with your favorite Virgos, okay? Your favorite Virgo moments, favorite Virgo songs, whatever it may be, Virgo energy, whatever reminds you of Virgo energy. Let us know down below in the comment section.
We want to laugh too.
We do.
Like,
you know,
you laugh, you should make us laugh.
Right. Make us think of another Virgo, okay? But before we head out from this episode, we would love it.
We're gonna head on out.
We're gonna squeeze on out. Move on out. We would love it if you checked out our podcast. We pose a question here and we get into it deeper on the pod. The podcast is really just an elongated version of our YouTube channel. We talk about healing, we talk about astrology, we talk about some of our toxic past ways. I know you'll want to hear about that, okay?
Yeah,
we get a little
kinda,
nasty on there too.
We go off about our shit.
So if you want to hear what the answer to this question, make sure you check out the podcast. It goes live every Wednesday. So, Sarah, are you ready for this question?
Not yet.
Okay, the question is, in what situation do Virgos speak up the most?
You gotta listen to the podcast.
Yes, you need to listen to the podcast to know our answers. Like I said, it goes live every Wednesday. We post our YouTube every Monday and Thursday. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you made it to the end of this video and didn't already subscribe, you know?
Just do it already.
Just do it. We love you. We hope you have a great beginning of your Libra season.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.